Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in with Kristen. I am sitting in front of the camera because I got some things I want to talk about. I got my coffee. Title of this video, Change is Coming. I do have a blog post that is going to relate to this, so read that, but I want to come on a video and kind of just elaborate on what I'm talking about. Today is the 24th of September that I am filming this. It will be up on Monday the 26th. So let's just, get dates out of the way. Now, you're going to think, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow my live streams, you're going to think, what a coincidence that this video is going up now. And it does. It seems like it is very calculated, but I will get into all of that. So, if you remember a Instagram post I posted about maybe a week ago, and I posted it and it said break time, and I said at the end of October I was going to be taking a break for just a week from YouTube and blogging and everything, because I think it's important to take a break, and I think it's important to rejuvenate and for your mental health and all of that. So I posted that before all this MAMBI design team drama happened, and I planned on putting this video up, title Change is Coming, once I came back. But I thought I would put it up now since so much shit has happened. So let me drink my coffee. And the reason I'm doing a video is because I did my live stream. My live streams were so long, they're like 3 hours, and I don't really put like timestamps on when I talk about certain things. So I do want to address some things. Okay, so as all of you know, I applied to be on the MAMBI design team. I did make it. If you've been living under a planner or community rock, I didn't make it. It is what it is. I wasn't upset that I didn't win, or I didn't get to be part of the team. I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad about that, and I think a lot of people think I was mad about that. I wasn't mad about that. I was side-eyeing how the people were chosen. When I saw the list of the people that were chosen, I was just like, okay, I see where this is going. And then I saw the Instagram stories from Amanda, and that really rubbed me the wrong way. And I'll get into that. But this video is called Change is Coming because, as you guys know, I did not change in how I plan video, where I went from decorating my entire planner and stickers and everything for one spread to doing functionality, just being very productive when it comes to planning. And that has been working for me for months. It's just the way that I plan, and I'm not out here to bash anybody who plans the way they do. It's just the way I plan, and it is what it is. I'm always gonna be honest about that. So with that said, as you guys notice, I am not loyal to any planner company. I use the Happy Planner, I use the Michael's Recollection, I use the Day Designer, I use the Sugar Paper. I am not loyal to one company. I don't just use one planner from one company, and I don't just use their products because I like what I like. I'm not going to just stick with one company in hopes that I could get a free product, or in hopes that I could get some free money or free advertising. It's not in my nature. It would be fake. It would be phony. It wouldn't be me, and it wouldn't be the person that you guys know and love. So I'm not gonna do that. And that relates to the whole design team that I'm gonna get into. So as you guys know, I use different planners for different things, and I've noticed that when I sat down to plan out my month of blog posts, and I do have a video on how, when I would sit down and plan out a month of blog posts and videos at a time, I noticed for October, I had absolutely nothing Happy Planner related. And I planned out the month of blog posts maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. And in part of my mind, I was scrambling. I was like, Kristen, there's got to be something Happy Planner related besides a weekly spread, or or a plan with me. And then a light bulb went up, and I was like, why do I have to do anything that's Happy Planner related? Why do I need to review anything? Why do I need to purchase anything? Why do I need to talk about anything? Because my channel is not dedicated to the Happy Planner. It's called Planning with Kristen, which you know, whether it's planning a planner, planning my life, or whatever. And I said, okay, it's perfectly fine. And with that said, I went and checked my analytics, which if you don't know what analytics are, is like when people, you know, the viewership and everything that you have, you see what your numbers are. And I figured out that my most liked videos and my most watched videos and people that comment the most are productivity videos, not necessarily my plan with me videos. Now, some of them are happy plan related videos, but a lot of people love tuning in to watch my getting shit done videos, and that told me a lot. And so as I continue to use the Happy Planner, and I realized, I figured out that as much as I love using my Happy Planner and I love putting the washing down and decorating, I love using other planners more. And I'm loving my sugar paper planner. I've been using that every week, you know, every day, every week for the past 3 weeks, and I love the pure functionality of it. I love that it's not a planner that everybody is using. I love that it's just a very productive planner and I just get shit done. It's not about, let me post this spread and see what people think of it and blah, blah, blah. I love that. So with that said, I will be using the sugar paper planner, and I do have a review coming up on the planner. I will be using it as my main planner. It will, you know, I'm not one of these people where I'm going around and throwing all of my Happy Planner stuff in a bonfire and setting it on fire. No. I'm still going to use the stickers and all the accessories I have. It's just, I have to do what works for me. And you're probably like, that's funny that you're saying this right after you didn't get picked for the design team. Yeah, I guess you can say that. I guess you can say that. This thought process has been going on for a minute, and I didn't plan on doing the changes coming until after I took my break and took my channel in a different direction, because my channel is a business. I make money from this channel. And when I think that something is not working, or I think that I can improve and change something, I'm gonna do that. And I may lose subscribers, and that's fine. You know, I'm not, the reason I make money from my channel, and the reason why my channel has grown, and the reason why my Instagram has grown, and why my blog readership has grown, is because I'm honest. And I cannot change that to please someone, you know. And this is not a Happy Planner bashing video. I still have all my products, you know. I'm just switching from that planner to a completely different one. So with that said, that's what's going. I will still do plan with me's, but it will be in the sugar paper planner, and I will show you like just the complete functionality of planning. It won't be like much washi. It'll probably be like some, you know, maybe washi to use like as a checklist or something, but it will not be like it is with the Happy Planner. Which brings me to the whole MAMBI design fiasco. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out to me and said they knew exactly how I felt. It's not just me that feels this way. I'm just the only person who had the balls to get out here and say it, because that's who I am. Not to say that people just didn't have the balls to say it, but some people, they don't have the voice that I do. And that's not a bad thing. You know, they just want to, you know, keep to themselves. Let me say this. One, people agreed with how I felt. It is what, you know, they agreed. I'm not going to say who it is. My DMs were on fire yesterday for Instagram. Some people agreed with my saying that the MAMBI design team decision was very, very biased. And some people were not surprised. And so, you know, the whole thing like this was, you know, I want to say this, when the Happy Planner announced the whole open call for the design team, I had people in my comments, in my Instagram DM saying, you should go apply for this because, you know, MAMBI could use you on their team. You don't plan like everybody else. You're very honest and everything. And I was like, okay, I was going to apply anyway, but, you know, people that really wanted me to go do it, that's what made me do it more, because I was like, people really love what I do, so I'll go apply. And I applied for it, and I sent in, you know, only, because they said, you know, when you send in pictures and you send in posts, make sure that it's, you know, happy planner related. So that's what I did. You know, I combed through all of my Instagram posts and videos, and I sent all of that stuff in. And, you know, and then it got pushed back, and I was like, okay, they're taking their time and they're going through everything, and it was announced on Friday, yesterday. And that's how I know I didn't win. I didn't get in, because I saw the post and I'm like, okay, I didn't get an email. So, which was one thing I think that a mass email should have went out to people who didn't get it. I guess the girls found out this past Wednesday, so they've known for a couple of days. You know, but here's my thing. You know, I think in the rules, what should have been stated is that we basically want your Instagram feed or your blog or your YouTube to basically look like a happy planner store. That's what I think should have been said. Because I wouldn't have wasted my time applying. And I think what also should have been said is that we don't want you using any other products, because then I wouldn't have wasted my time. Because if I had known that they only wanted people to only use their products, such as only buy their planners, only buy their stickers, only buy their washi, and their, you know, don't use anything else, then I wouldn't have wasted my time. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have wasted their time. And I feel like a lot of people feel like I feel, which is why Amanda, who works for MAMBI, did that video that I rolled my eyes at. And the reason why I rolled my eyes is because of the tone that she came with, what they looked for. And my thing is this, you know, when I think she shouldn't have said nothing. I think if anybody released a statement, it should have been Stephanie. But Amanda said this, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. She said, people have emailed me and said they didn't make it, and for somebody to come on and do a video, you must get a lot of emails and a lot of backlash for this. She came on and said, how we chose people is we chose people who basically looked like they were already on the design team, which, okay, so you wanted ass kissers, basically. And we wanted people who participated in challenges, which every single challenge they had, I participated. The only one I didn't do was the dancing. Every single monthly challenge that they had on Instagram, I did. Every single one. One of the people that went to meetings and went to conferences, I'm sorry, I could not hop on a plane and go to Dallas for the Pinners Conference. I wasn't aware that was a requirement to be involved in this team. We wanted people who brought positivity and everything. And for the most part, I am pretty positive on my Instagram channel and my YouTube channel. I'm just not afraid to call out people when they need to be called out, you know? I understand they have a business and they have an image and they're called a happy planner, and they want people who are just always going to be happy and never say a negative thing about the company or anything. I get it. But I think this should have been stated in the rules. You know, if it was a requirement that I go to a conference, then I wouldn't apply. If it was a requirement that the only thing I use is anything and everything made by MAMBI, then I wouldn't apply. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. And I can't even say thank you enough to everybody who has come into my DMs and said, you know what? Most people have said this would have held you back. And now that I think about it, it would have, because I would have had to filter myself to be on this team. I would have had to hold back. I would have not be able to spend money on things I want to spend money on, because it would have affected my being on the design team. And it's perfectly fine. I didn't get this following by sticking with one brand. I didn't get the people who say thank you for saying what we were saying by sticking with one brand. So, you know, like they say, when one door closes, another one opens. It's already happening. It's already happened. Yes, I was pissed off about this whole fiasco yesterday. Now it's laughable, because I really think this did not go the way that MAMBI was hoping it was going to go. I think there's a lot of backlash because of the response that I'm getting. And I'm not a person that sits up here and wants to compare numbers, but I don't have just a little bit of Instagram followers. I don't have just a little bit of YouTube followers. I don't have just a little tiny bit of views on my blog. Like in the words of Rob Burgundy, people know me without coming off cocky or conceited. And I think MAMBI, because of that, MAMBI did not want me on their team, because I'm very honest, I'm very blunt. I'm not going to say, you know, a product is great when it's not. You know, I think they probably saw my MAMBI checklist stamp and said, we don't want her. They probably saw that video. It was like, she doesn't like our checklist stamp. We don't want her to design. And, you know, and like, you know, MAMBI, that's their business. They can pick who they want to pick. And, you know, this may sound messed up, but I'm pretty sure they knew who they wanted before they even announced this open call they were doing. I'm pretty sure they already knew. I know that they probably had a handful of planners they already knew. And another thing that I don't agree with is that you know, you were basically competing with the girls who were on the design team years before. They're still on there. And to me, I don't think that's a fair competition, because we already know what these other girls can do. And I think, you know, I was told that they were invited to apply again, and all the same girls who were invited to apply again were still chosen. So I don't know how this went about. To me, it's laughable now. It's hilarious, because to me, in one word, it was a joke. It was. I feel like they don't want people who all plan differently. And I think when you have a design team, you should pick people who don't all plan the same, you know, because it's a happy planner. It's not a happy scrapbook. It's you write in it. And I'm sorry that I don't put huge quote stickers down. I'm sorry that I don't print out pictures and put them in as a memory planner. I'm sorry that I actually use my planner as a planner. You know, sorry, not sorry. But, you know, like I said in the beginning of this video, I will not change who I am, what I do, to get a free product, to get a paycheck. Because if you watch my live stream, I got partnered on my channel. They found me through my entitlement video, and they wanted to work with me. So a company reaching out to me because of my honesty, it worked. And how many people can say that they can stay the same person and do what they want to do and get a paycheck for it? Not a lot. So those are my thoughts on that. And you know, it is what it is. But like I said, you know, this video may be like, oh, well, she didn't get picked, so she's going to stop using the Happy Planner products. Hey, you can say what you want. But those thoughts were going to be said later on at the end of the month, and it still would have looked like it was suspect, you know. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. And my thing about it is, I don't need MAMBI to help me and my channel and my social media grow. I don't. And I had to tell myself that, Kristen, you don't need them. I've had people tell me that. And I have proof that people told me that you don't need them because it would hold you back. And that's about as honest as I can get. See you later.